to clear the energy here. Just 1 second. And we are getting ready to go. We'll put that over there. So, all right. The first thing we're going to talk about, sorry if I hit the mic there. Sometimes that makes noises that I can't pick up on when I'm recording, so I apologize. First thing we're going to be talking about is the astrological aspect, which of course is the new moon in Aquarius. Now, as usual, I'm going to be pointing out colors of Aquarius, the ruling planet, how you can use the energy, okay? Because that's what really this is all about. How you can use this energy if you're trying to manifest, if you're trying to set intentions, if you're trying to call something to you, anything like that. Any prayers, any ritual work, any spells, anything, however you practice, okay? This is a judgment-free zone as far as how you practice, whether that be by kneeling and praying, whether that be by lighting candles, whatever works for you. All right, so we're going to go ahead and then I'm going to do the tarot reading. But let's go ahead and dig in. Aquarius. Aquarius new moon is happening on, as I said in the introduction, February 9th. At 5:59 p.m. I have the chart drawn up here for 6 p.m. on Friday the 9th. Now this is in the Eastern time zone, so that where I am in Northeast Ohio. So if you're in a different time zone, we can work that out. But here in the Eastern time zone where I am, that is happening at 5:59 p.m. The colors for Aquarius are light blue and silver. The tarot card that symbolizes Aquarius is the Star card. The crystal or stone for Aquarius is amethyst. Okay. The mantra or the Aquarius mantra is I know. They know. If you know an Aquarius, then you know. Okay, keywords. Keywords for Aquarius. Independent, humanitarian, inventive, original, eccentric, opinionated, friendly, but also detached. Aquarius they like to keep their cards to themselves, okay? They keep their emotions and pretty close to the chest. They don't like to broadcast that. So they are a little bit detached. They can seem a little bit cold. Not that they are, but they can seem that way. All right. As far as astrologically, the only really there's a couple of trines and things like that, but nothing major. The one thing that did pop up for me when I pulled this chart was how many planets, there's 4 planets currently sitting in the sign of Aquarius. We have Pluto, which I did a video, and I'll link that up above, about Pluto moving into Aquarius, because that's a long, that energy is going to be with us for quite a while. So if you want to check that video out, I'll link that up on top. And then also we have the sun and the moon, of course, which are in conjunction at 20 degrees Aquarius. We also have Mercury in Aquarius. So that's the 4 planets that are currently sitting in Aquarius. And we have Mars, not quite in Aquarius yet, but it's in the last few degrees of Capricorn, close to moving into Aquarius. Now, this is all happening in the 6th house. This is an event chart, so this is pulled up at, like I said, 6 p.m. Eastern time here in the U.S. And for us, anyway, this is happening in the 6th house. What does that mean? What is the 6th house about? This is another way that you can use the energy, because all of this plays in, okay? The 6th house is about our routines. It's about our nutrition. It's about our health. So working magic, setting intention, setting trying to manifest anything along the lines of routines, nutrition, and health can be beneficial. You can use this energy for that. In other words, you can also use this energy for anything that has to do with independence, helping others out. If you're an inventor or you have an idea that you want to kind of something new throw out there, this is definitely a good energy to work something like that. So anything like that, anything that, especially anything that's going to better more than one person. Now, this doesn't have to be the whole world. It can be. It could be your community. It could be your family, your unit, whatever. As long as it's your collective, okay? It's benefiting more than one person. This is something that you can also definitely use your to work anything along that, okay? So that is the astrological aspects. I personally am going to be using this new moon to set intentions and to manifest. And I do suggest Aquarius is a great. Aquarius is a bit of a rebel. So if you're looking to change things up, this is great energy to use. All right. Now let's go ahead and get cozy. If you have tea or coffee, settle in, and we're going to go ahead and start on the tarot reading. I am going to be using, as usual, a oracle deck and a tarot deck, and then I have a second tarot deck for the extras at the end. I also have a yes or no and timing deck that here set on the side in case we need to use that. I might use that also. Well, I'll go ahead and shuffle. If you have any suggestions for any kind of readings that you would like me to do, that you would like to see on the channel, please drop me a comment. I'd love to hear from you, and I am open to suggestions always. Also, a brief announcement while I continue to shuffle here. I am currently open and accepting private readings. So if you're interested in a reading with me, please go ahead and email me. Excuse me. My email is in the description box, or you can DM me on Instagram also. All right. And all my links are down below in the description box. All right, so here we go, guys. Let's see what our angels and spirit guides want us to know about this new moon, what we need to know, what advice, what's coming, anything that we should be aware of, please. Butterfly spirit transformation, number 8. Air spirit, knowledge, the number 1. I'm not sure if I mentioned that, but Aquarius is an air sign. And pine spirit, purification. So if you're discarding any spell work or any paper or anything like ashes, you can throw them up in the air and disperse of them that way. All right. So underneath the deck, we have dragon spirit, change. I love when things work like that. As I was just saying, Aquarius is definitely about change. They like to change things up. They don't like the status quo. All right, let's do some tarot. And then I'll go ahead and talk more in depth about the cards here in a minute. But I'm going to go ahead and pull all the cards first, and then we'll go ahead and start talking about them. Okay, something that just came through, this may be only for one of you or two of you, or for whoever needs to hear this. A cleansing, some kind of cleansing may be beneficial at this time. So whether that be a spiritual cleansing, a physical, just that came through for somebody. A cleansing, some kind of cleansing. It might be beneficial. to come out, so we'll go ahead and take it. The Page of Wands, the Hermit, the Ace of Swords. That's very Aquarian energy right there. The High Priestess, the Seven of Pentacles, the Two of Swords, the Knight of Pentacles, the Lovers, and the Four of Swords. Underneath you have the Six of Swords. Okay, let's go ahead and let's talk about this energy right here. Let's start over here. You have the Butterfly Spirit Transformation, the number 8. Air Spirit, the number 1. Air Spirit is knowledge. Pine Spirit Purification, the number 30. Apart from someone needing a cleansing, which did just come up while I was shuffling, it's almost like you're transforming the way you think. Or we need to transform the way we think. But there's something about transforming the way you think, I think, we think. You know, it's going to be a little different here, but apologize. When I start to stutter like this, I have a lot coming in. So, yeah, there's this trend. What I'm seeing in my brain, in my head here, it is like someone was very set on a way of thinking. You know, they thought, this is the truth. This is my truth. This is the way it is. This is the way it's meant to be. This is the way it's always going to be. That kind of energy. And now they're like, well, maybe I was wrong about that. Okay, like they're starting to change the way they see a truth, something is no longer true. I don't know how else to put that. But there's, yeah, and it's almost like you're cleaning out the way you think. There's like some kind of cleansing energy that's coming through that's cleaning out the way you think. It's transforming the way you think about something. Okay. Now you have the Page of Wands, the High Priestess, and the Knight of Pentacles here in the past energies. The Page of Wands, the High Priestess, there's and it's like you're working on something that is new to you, but that's very important to you. You're very passionate about. This could be a job, this could be a business, this could be a hobby. This could be something that you're learning, because it is a page. But you are all in. Mentally, you're all in emotionally. And you're not rushing through. You haven't been rushing through this. You're trying to do things right. You're taking your time. You're paying attention to details. This feels like you're now, again, this is in the past energies, and how those energies will come into play here at the end. It's something that you've been really diving deep into, and again, this could be a business, it could be emotional, it could be a lot of different things, but you're all in. Whatever this is something that you are very passionate about. Again, it could also be something new, or that you're learning, if you're going to school for something or something like that. Then you have, in the present energy, you have the Hermit, the Seven of Pentacles, and the Lovers card. And again, this could be just for one of you out there. With my readings, I always say take what resonates and leave what doesn't, because what I have found is that little pieces of the reading are for one person, and little pieces of the reading are for another person, and so forth. There's a lot of different little messages within the bigger message, okay? So take what resonates and leave what doesn't. But at least for some of you out here, there is this, here in the current energy, there's this energy of you've really been working, you've really been putting in the time and effort on looking within, on doing what in spiritual terms they call shadow work. Um, really trying to understand yourself better, okay? Doing that, why you react to certain things the way you do, that kind of thing. Working on on your shadow self. This is something that you've been doing in partnership with the divine, with God, with the goddess, with whoever you pray to, okay? Whatever who you see as the divine. Yeah, you've been doing a lot of work, inner work, a lot of healing, a lot of inner healing work. Okay. I'm not getting anything else with that, which is kind of stumping me here because usually there's more, but some of you have been working on that. So I guess we'll leave that as it is right there. And then we have the Ace of Swords and the Two of Swords. The Four of Swords. Wow, there's a lot of which is really, I love when things work out this way because this is Aquarius. This is an air sign. This is about the mind. Aquarius is very much about the mind. The Ace of Swords, this is about a new revelation, a new truth. We can probably go back over here to what I was saying, that you're transforming the way you're thinking about something. And all of a sudden, this is kind of like an aha moment. Like, oh, I hadn't realized that before. That kind of energy, okay? Yeah, it's like you've been... Oh, I just hit that, and I am so sorry. I'm sure that sounded loud on your end, and I apologize. But yeah, with the Two of Swords here, it's like you've been trying not to look at this truth. You've been trying to block it out. You don't want to see it. You don't really want this to be the way you think, the way you see things. But yeah, it's here. You can't hold it back forever. The truth will come out one time, whether you want to see it or not. Kind of energy, okay? And then you have to do some healing around that. You need to do some healing around that because this is whatever this way of thinking is that is changing is going to transform you. It's something transforming. It's not just like, well, I thought I didn't like coffee, but now I decided I do like coffee. It's not like that. It's something major, okay? Speaking of coffee. So let me pull a few more cards here because I do feel like this is something, some kind of revelation, some kind of aha moment around the way you think, around the way you see things. This is brand new. And it's healing. It's like yeah, this is definitely about healing. The way you know how sometimes we tell ourselves these stories that sometimes come back from our childhood. You're never going to amount to anything. You're not good enough, or you're just not good at that, sweetheart. And our parents don't tell us this because they want to be bad parents they're trying to help us, they're trying to guide us, but yet they tell us things that stick in our brain, and a teacher, a parent, an uncle, somebody has, told us, that's, you're just not gonna very good at that, or you're, something negative along those lines, and we start to believe those, okay? We start to believe those stories that come from our childhood. You're never gonna amount to anything. You're not good enough. You're just not meant to do that. You're just not, you're never gonna get that done. That kind of thing. And I think for some of you guys, what's coming through is that you're starting to see that that's just bullshit. Pardon the French, but that's just bullshit. Okay? That's not true. You can do anything you want to do. You can do anything that you set your mind to. You are divinely gifted to do whatever you want to do in this world. If you want it bad enough, okay? So there is that sense. So let's see what else comes through. The Four of Cups, the Ace of Cups, and the Wands. All right, I like this. Underneath you have the Strength card. Like I said, you can do anything you put your mind to. The four here, where I said interesting with the Four of Cups and the Ace of Cups, it's like yes, that's the one. He's been waiting. None of these are right. None of these, you have over here the Four of Cups. He's all distraught, and I keep moving the wrong one. He's all distraught. It's like, well, that's not right. It's just not right. I'm waiting for the right one. It has to be the right one. Well, here you are. Here's the right one. The Ace of Cups, overflowing joy. Okay. This is like what you've been waiting for is finally coming through. What you've been focusing on, what you've been waiting on, what all your attention has been on, that's what's coming, okay? That's what's coming to fruition. That's what you're happily, oh my goodness, I'm sorry. I keep hitting that, and I do apologize. I'm going to move this over just a little bit. So, okay, there we go. So yeah, there's that feeling of, well, the one you've been waiting for is coming. It's the one you've been focusing on, whatever that is to you. Whether that be a job, your career finally taking off, a business taking off, a relationship, whatever it is to you, whatever you've been working on, whatever you've been focusing on, whatever you've been waiting on is coming. So that is our reading for today. Thank you so much for tuning in. Don't forget to please hit that like button, hit that notification bell. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. And of course, leave me a comment. I would love to hear from you. Until next time, guys, love and light.